Good evening, boa tarde everyone. It's been a while since we spoke and I'm really sorry about that. I've experienced some medical difficulties and had to spend a lot of my spare time going to and from the hospital. Don't worry about me though, you guys are always so kind and caring. What I have isn't life-threatening at all and I think I'm finally on the right medication, so I'm already feeling a lot better. Which means that I've been playing Tekken. Now it's no secret that since Season 3 came out, I've been spending a lot of time on Elisa. And I kind of neglected all the other characters that I really like, but I finally managed to break free from the curse of the vampire, and I've tried out a lot of other characters. This week I've been playing a lot of Katarina. Now Katarina was nerfed really hard in the Season 3 update, and I think an important question that a lot of people have on their minds right now is this character trash now? And I just want to say that I think the answer to that question is definitely yes. This character is complete irredeemable garbage right now. She's complete trash. I mean, this character is trash. This character is so trash in Season 3 that it almost becomes like interesting to unpack and talk about, which I want to do in this video. I do want to say though that I will still play her and I still enjoy her, and I will talk about the enjoyable aspects of the character, but I also really just do want to emphasize that this character is complete fucking trash in Season 3. Now, I started thinking about why she's so trash. I actually made a video before Season 3 came out where I suggested changes you could make to all the characters that I play. And when I spoke about Katarina, something that I brought up is the fact that even though she's not considered very high tier or super powerful, she's not an enjoyable opponent character. A lot of people hate playing against her and dislike the character. And so what I suggested you could do is nerf her in a way that doesn't damage what is powerful and good about her, allow her to retain all of her specialities, but then try and actually remove some of these really annoying exploitative aspects to the character that feel really cheap. And I'm honestly kind of satisfied with the fact that all the 3 changes that I suggested in that video, I haven't watched it back, so you can go back and check if I'm accurate on this, but I think the 3 changes I suggested all happened. The first one was that I thought they should remove all non-low crush properties on the hop kick. That hop kick could sometimes go through mids and through highs when it wasn't supposed to, and I think a hop kick is only really supposed to crush lows, and that was really annoying. It felt very cheap. I also suggested a 2 damage nerf. I think I said exactly 2 on the up back 4, the axis ramp. And that's a move that you get guaranteed off of a lot of knockdowns with Katarina at the wall and so on. And so a small damage nerf, because you do it repeatedly, several times in a single round sometimes, a small damage nerf right there can actually have a big impact overall. And I also suggested that the stomp into guaranteed access ramp at the wall should be removed. And all of those things happened, and so some of the really cheap aspects of Katarina have been mitigated. But what happened then is they just continued nerfing and destroying almost every important tool that the character has, and they haven't really left her with much else to be good at. So for example, this is just my short list of big nerfs to the character that have really hurt her. She has worse range on her hop kick. That's one of the big ones, maybe the biggest one. It's her go-to whiff punisher, and she doesn't really have anything good for whiff punishment now. Namco want you to use up forward 3 or up back 3 instead. They've buffed that move, they gave it more damage, but then they also made it launch punishable, and it's way too slow to impact, so it's not a good dedicated whiff punisher. So now you just have a shittier whiff punisher in the shape of your hop kick. You have worse frame data on down forward 1, which is your most important move more or less, and your most important mid poke. The damage of the forward 2-4, which is that really fast launcher where she jumps in, was slashed pretty much in half. You can't even get full combo damage off of this anymore. It's still duckable, by the way, so it's very risky to use. You don't get a free access ramp after up forward 3+4 on hit anymore at all. The Magic 4, which is her, really important fast counter hit tool that has been nerfed and changed so many times. They just brought the actual first hit up to -12 on block, making it punishable on block. And I could go on. There are so many strange changes to this character that make her so much worse, but that's just, my short list of stuff. The thing about Katarina is she used to be this character that was very versatile because she has good movement, like above average movement, and the hop kick had good range, making it a good whiff punisher. So a defensive playstyle with her was actually very effective. But then because she had a really good down forward one, some decent pokes up close and fast counter hit tools, she could be really effective in the close range and play very aggressive as well. So she was this jack of all trades, master of nothing, but good at sort of all around stuff. But what they've done right now is sort of damage so many aspects of the character that you're not really good at anything anymore. You're just below average at everything. And it really reminds me of, for example, like Season 1 Lars. That's the ballpark we're in now, in my opinion. So, yeah, this character is trash. I don't know if I said that in this video already, but I'm going to say it again here. I think this character is trash. So, what moves do you have that are still good? Like, what moves are still very useful with the character? What should you rely on to get your damage with the character? Well, if we're going to talk about good moves, the first one is, I'm just joking, she doesn't have any good moves, they're all trash, but we can talk about the ones that aren't. She has a couple of moves that are not complete trash when compared to other Katarina moves, let's put it that way. I think you should make a lot more room for your 3 series, the 3-3, 3-3-3. They've changed this move many times, but it's very fast. It's a 14 frame mid. If you hit confirm it, you can finish the string and get a lot of damage. It's a really good little whiff punisher now that the hop kick is less reliable. It's got good range. You use it in your wall combos, and they've even given you the option now of cancelling after the first 3 hits into Harrier stance. Harrier stance is still trash, but the fact that the 4 is safe now and gives you wall bounce makes the stance a little bit better. That's not what they needed to do. They needed to actually give you a mix-up from the stance, the same fix that they gave to Negan's intimidation stance. So it's not a mix-up stance, but you do have that option of transitioning, and you can go into crouch, and if you can use your full crouch mix-up, then maybe you can kind of mix up using the stance. So it's pretty cool. The 3 series is a good move. Forward 3 is another move that they've changed many times. This is now going to give you 1 full plus frame on block. If it was on any other character, it would probably give you at least +5, but you only get +1. But this move has decent range. It's a counter hit launcher. You can use it for Oki, and it's pretty cool. So I haven't been using that move almost at all previously, but I'm trying to incorporate it more because I think there is some serious potential in this season. And then another really strange thing is that Katarina has an underused fish hook. Her back 3 is a 12 frame mid, and they've given this more damage, placing it at 17 right now, which is really high for a move in this category. And they even gave it some counter hit properties where it will knock the opponent down or sort of flop them on their ass on counter hit. And that's very unique. I think it makes it one of the most powerful fish hooks in the game. So that's the only move I can think of she has that sort of stands out in its category as being premium stuff. It's not going to allow you for offense. Fish hooks are very defensive sort of interruption tools, but the fact that you get that counter hit now is pretty cool, and I kind of like it, so I'm trying to use that a bit more as well. The few buffs that you got were mainly to your combo game. They buffed up 4-3 like I said, but it's launch punishable, so it's very risky to use. And they also keep buffing this back too, which is the elephant trunk, where she does a weird scream and launches you. It has high crush properties that don't show up on screen because the animation doesn't look like it has high crush. So I think the animation is poor. I think the sound that she makes is silly, and I think the move is shit overall. So I don't know why they keep pushing that at the Katarina players. They could just allow her to have a decent hop kick maybe. So yeah, the only real buffs sort of exist in your combo game. So let's talk briefly about that. I mentioned that they changed your stomp at the wall, and your wall combo is different now, and so on. The new spin move, which is Harrier down forward 2-3, I think I'm saying that right, is actually pretty cool. It will allow you for more damage on standard combos. You can get 70 really quite easily off of a hop kick now, which would have been crazy high in Season 1, but in Season 3 most characters have silly powerful combos, and it sort of pales a little bit when everybody's combo is stronger. It doesn't really matter that yours is a little bit stronger, but it is still very high, and she's always been very good at that. The reason I don't think it matters so much is that Katarina is bad at launching opponents now, right? And that makes the fact that your combos are powerful so much worse. Like Akuma is an extremely powerful character in this game, not because he does death combos, but because he can launch his opponent whenever he wants to, and then he gets those death combos and it becomes even more of a problem. But the problem is not the combo damage itself, it's the fact that you can turn something that cannot be defended against, like an unseeable low poke, and turn it into a combo. Katarina sucks at launching the opponent, so it's nice that she can get powerful combos, but she doesn't get to capitalize all that often. The new wall combo is pretty cool though. I think the most standard option I'm going to go for most of the time is just the old one jab down forward 1-3 series at the wall. Easy to do, reliable, good damage. But you can also, when you get one of those wall splats where the opponent is sliding down the wall, you know, the sticky wall splat, excuse me, you can do what you used to do with the stomp with a forward 3, bounce them, you know, when they're at that exact spot for the 60% scaling, and then get a guaranteed access ramp. I think I do it at some point in the footage that you're looking at here in the background. And it is powerful and it is good. So your combo damage is still high and you're very good at that, but you're so much worse at launching now because of the nerfs to your hop kick that you're not going to capitalize on that all that often. So I think it's really interesting how a character who was not very powerful was designed to be less annoying, right? She's not going to be something people worry about in the online environment that much anymore. But they just completely overdid it, and I wonder if it is because so many people seem to dislike Katarina. Just want to say that I'm going to keep on playing her because I enjoy some aspects of her, mainly the visuals. I really enjoy like the way she animates and stuff. I think she has a lot of attitude. But if you are a Katarina player and you've been suffering with, you know, people criticizing you for picking this character in the past, I think you should actually be very proud for choosing to play this character in the future, because you're heavily fundamentals based. You have to tie everything together with movement with this character now, and she has good movement. A couple of small pokes, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing standout powerful. And she's honestly a character for people who are working with fundamentals and playing a pretty honest game, in my opinion, right now. So be a proud hoe, get your chest, you know, pump it up. Well, it's already pumped up if you're playing Katarina, but, you know, be a proud Katarina player and try and use her and express yourself with her. And hopefully enough of us will do that we get a more balanced and powerful version of her in future versions of the game. But thank you so much for watching this. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.